Good morning. It's Friday, February 26th, and yesterday afternoon I had the coolest God moment. I went to get my taxes done, and the preparer was going through all the individual deductions, and she noticed I give to a few churches, and so we were just talking about that. And then she said, I might get a phone call during this, and I'm gonna need to take it. And so I was like, kind of like, okay, like during our appointment, you're gonna take a phone call. But it turned out that her son or one of her family members called, and she found out that her son has cancer. And so I'm sitting there, she's finding this out, and they're gonna have to remove one of his lungs. And so she got off the phone and she was crying, and I was just like, oh my goodness. And she said that she had lung cancer years prior, and so one of her lungs is removed. And then she told me about her grandson who has cancer, and her husband has leukemia. And so she said, if you could keep them in your prayers. And it's so interesting because yesterday, my devotional time, or the day before, I was feeling the weight of all of this pain and sadness, and this is another one of those. Like, 3 of your family members have cancer, and it was really neat to have the devotional time I did yesterday, because I feel like I was in such a different place than I was the day before. And so she said, please keep them in your prayers, and I was like, all right, let's pray. And so it was so neat. I got to sit and pray with the tax preparer at the tax place, and she said afterwards, she said, I feel better already. And I just feel so privileged that God used me in just a simple appointment. Like, who am I that I would get that phone call, or I would be there when she got that phone call and be able to get to pray with this woman. And I'm just excited to see how God's going to move, and I just feel so honored that I got to be a part of it, even though it's so sad. I know without a doubt that God's in it, and it's just awesome. Like, this is how God is. He orchestrates so many things. I mean, why did I choose that appointment? And it was on a whim. And why was I the person that got to be there? And God knows all of this. He orchestrates things, and I just love, this is how He is. It's just so cool, and we get to be a part of it. And I am praying for this woman. I don't even know her, but she has my heart now, and her family has my heart, and I'm excited to see God move and in her life, and hopefully bring her hope. So I just thought that was so cool. I love that this is the life that we get to have, and that we get to be a part of what God's doing. And I just pray the same for you, that you keep your eyes open, and not to put pressure on yourself to say, okay, like, who needs my help? It's just like you are open, and then God presents situations and kind of leads you, and we get to help other people and let people know that they're loved. And it's just, I have so much joy from that, and I pray the same for you.